Now, from my own perspective, a lot of what's really happening here is knowledge coming to the surface, our ideas and concepts that are being brought back into the system. It's a process of remembering. So if I were to ask myself, what are some of the key points that we're really trying to bring up here? Because I mean, yes, what's happening here is about community, it is about the festival, it is about the wonderful people who are here, but it's also about the knowledge. And what are some of the key points that I think are worth mentioning in terms of trying to convey them to a mainstream culture? I think it is this idea that, and it's quite simple, and I'll try and break it down. Everything exists as vibrations. And the reality that we exist in is an illusion, in the sense that the way we perceive it is not all there is. Think about X-rays, gamma rays, things like that. There's no such thing as empty space. And there's always, call it energy, call it light, there's always an abundance of it moving throughout everything. And we are that everything. So I mean, when you think about it that way, in a very literal sense, yes, we are beings of light. And we also exist beyond this vibration, this dimension, this resonating frequency. And this is a very simple concept to understand when you think about the idea of dreaming, that we as consciousness exist outside of our physical body. I think this is a really empowering thing. When you understand that there is more to this reality than what we've so commonly been led to believe in terms of physicality, in terms of YOLO. Screw YOLO. I say wolf. We only live forever. Once you sort of get that, once you sort of really understand that, this idea that each one of us is just a fractal of infinite consciousness experiencing itself to go through the process of awakening itself, it makes things a lot more exciting, because you realize that there's actually an objective going on here. And once you initiate that process of consciousness within yourself, that process of remembering, then you take it beyond yourself. And you start to find creative ways of how you can shift that consciousness within other people. Because it's actually a really fun thing to do. And you can even look at it as a hobby if you want. So again, things like sacred geometry, the flower of life, these patterns, these are innate. There was no single one person who created the flower of life. It's a pattern that created itself. It unfolded upon itself. So simply by the act of observing it, we as consciousness recognize it as an aspect of ourselves. Whether or not we fully understand it at the time, a part of us most definitely does. So again, we are multidimensional beings. As crazy as that sounds, it's really not even that complicated. But it is complicated in the fact that we have to understand that this reality is more amazing than we could potentially even know. But we will experience it. And there is a time and a place. And we will experience it in snippets, in moments, in fractions, as we continue to unfold into the future. So as you do that, live your bliss. Listen to your intuition. Because we're multidimensional beings, we exist beyond the present moment. We exist into the past, and the present, into the future. And in a very real way, we are never alone. Call them guides, call them spirits and angels. They're with us. We are with us. We are our own spirit guides, is an interesting thought. So trust your instincts, follow your intuition, go with the flow, and you'll get to where you need to be. It's really that simple. Oh, and another thing, we are nature. So those trees behind you, that's us. So breathe it in, right?